4 or 5 different stocks that you like, stuff that you probably use every day. If people know they can come to your OnlyFans and learn how to produce a track, they're gonna subscribe. Do this for years. This is long term. Hey, what's going on, y'all? I had to talk about this. At first, when it first started, which was probably about 5 or 6 months ago. I don't know. It was a little bit of time that then passed. I was reading it. I was looking at it. I was like, oh, that's gonna be done, because this is about Johnathan Majors. Him and his girlfriend had got into it, and she had said he did hit her, all kinds of stuff or whatever. Then she went back and said he didn't hit her or whatever. It was a lot going on. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, well, she said he really didn't do that. They just got into it, whatever. Enough said, into that. And everybody don't know who Johnathan Majors is. He was the guy, he's been in Marvel movies. He had a whole bunch of contracts coming up by the year 2020, 26 or whatever. He had a bright future. He was just in that boxing movie. I done forgot the name. I watched the boxing movie, and it was a good movie or whatever. He just a real bright future, and he was finna be the man. He was finna be the man. I mean, the man. And so I think that, him. I'm a little confused. That's why I'm all over the place. I'm just a little confused. How they just found him guilty of assault and harassment, which I'm not getting it, because I'm gonna break down what I've seen, what I've heard. Him and his girlfriend got into it. She was drunk, wilding out or whatever. Supposedly she was all on the ground, whatever. He picked her up, put her in the car. And I'm thinking he said some heated words to her because she tripping. Like, he probably ain't no telling what he said to her or whatever. Just checked her real good. And I don't know if she the one called the police. Well, okay, the police came, from what I know. The police did show up. But when the police showed up, she the one got arrested. Because she was like trying to fight him. They had video of him running from her. So this is what I'm like, what am I missing here? The police did show up. She the one got arrested or whatever. But they was not allowed to bring that up in court because they was treating her as though she was a victim. So anything that she did or whatever was not allowed to bring up against, like, you're not allowed to attack the victim. I get that. But none of that was allowed to be brought up in court, from what I hear. But if the police comes and she's the only one that gets arrested, and they got video of him running from her, how this man in court fighting for his life, his livelihood? Okay, I don't know. I'm still confused, so we're gonna attack it as though I don't know what I'm talking about. How is she not charged with anything, but when the police came, she the one got arrested because she was wilding out or whatever? I don't get how you get charged with harassment with your girlfriend. Yeah, okay. His girlfriend is white. A lot of people saying this is why they had it out for him. And no matter what, they was going for him. He was going to get convicted of something, even though they couldn't really find nothing to convict him of. Because first they was trying to charge him. What they was charging him with? So assault, harassment. It's weird because the charges they tried to charge him with. I think he was charged with reckless assault in the 3rd degree and harassing in the 2nd degree. But the jurors had acquitted him of intentional assault in the third degree and second degree aggravated harassment. What? He was acquitted of intentional assault. So they're trying to say, oh yeah, you assaulted her, but you really didn't intend to assault her, which could have been when she was swinging on him or whatever, and he grabbed her or whatever. I'm a little confused. How do you say, nah, he didn't intentionally assault her, but we're going to charge him with it? The jurors acquitted him of attempt. So everything he was accused of, the jurors said, nah, he didn't do it. But some other jurors said, okay, he didn't do it on purpose, but he still did it. And we got video of him running from her. And then she was supposed to be so distraught that it messed her life up and whatever. But the same night the video of her chasing him, trying to hit him and everything. The police showed up, arrested her. I think they let her out that night or whatever. Or was it the next day? She was in the club kicking it. Like, she wasn't distraught. She wasn't a victim. She was the aggressor. So, but no charges against her. And the jurors acquitted him of intentional assault in third degree, second to this degree. So, okay, you didn't do it on purpose, but you did it. I'm like, what? Okay, all right, listen. Let me back up. She played some messages of him checking her, like, how the hell you taking me to court or whatever? I thought we riding together or whatever. You taking me to court trying to ruin my career or whatever? We supposed to be there. It was him just checking her and saying, like, what the fuck is you doing? That ain't nothing him hitting her or nothing like that. They offered him a settlement, but he had to say that he was guilty of the stuff. Of course he turned that down. You messing with his livelihood. He just finna be a big star and everything. And the reason why I'm just because everything that they tried to charge him with, they couldn't charge him with it. So they came up with some alternative charges. And this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest thing. He was charged with a misdemeanor. Who has a trial for misdemeanors? That hardly ever goes to trial. A misdemeanor? That's like some old probation type stuff or whatever. Like they made up some charges and, oh, it's a misdemeanor. Who gets a jury for a misdemeanor? Who did that? That's why I'm like, this is crazy. You got video of this woman chasing him, trying to fight him. You got the evidence of when the police came, they arrested her because she was the aggressor. It's like she thought, oh my God, I got caught. I gotta do something now. And then they just drug that man through the court system. And nothing happened to her. Nothing. Almost remind me of the Mike Tyson situation when he was kicking it with old girl and she snuck out a beauty pageant. She was in a beauty pageant. She snuck out, and when she got caught coming back in, oh my God, Mike Tyson took it from me. Like, she didn't want to get in trouble, so she put all the blame on Mike Tyson. This is what it reminds me of. It literally reminds me of him, like she getting caught up, getting arrested or whatever, and they got to save her career. They got to save her. I don't even know what she does for a living. I don't know if she's an actor or whatever. I just know it was his girlfriend. So, like, I don't even think they was married. It was just his girlfriend, which that doesn't mean anything. But you can't say, oh, he abused her. You can't say he hit her, he beat her, nothing. How do you get harassment for arguing with your girlfriend when she's drunk? How do you catch harassment cases? How do you get assault charges, but they said it wasn't intentionally? That would make me think that she's attacking you and you're grabbing her arms or you're pushing her or whatever, and they charge you for pushing her off. Or like, listen, I'm not saying that I'm the smartest person in the classroom. I just don't understand. I just don't understand this justice system. You drag this man through court because you couldn't charge him with the other stuff. They drop everything. So you drag him through court for a misdemeanor, which I don't even think he should have got charged with the misdemeanor. Unintentionally, you unintentionally harassed her, your girlfriend. Let me put it in plain terms. You and your girlfriend out and about. Yeah, y'all drinking or she drinking, um, and y'all get into an argument, and you cuss her out. She's trying to hit you or whatever. You cuss her out. You might have called her all kinds of B's and everything. Who knows when you're mad at a person? The police come, they arrest her because they see she's tripping. She's wilding out. Somebody talk to her like, oh, this going to mess up what you got going on. You got to say that he did this to you. This is the only reason why you was doing that or doing that. Then all of a sudden, you're in court. You're in court fighting some stuff because she was drunk and wilding out. And you thinking to yourself, oh, I ain't do nothing. I ain't tripping. And now that I think he's facing up to a year in jail. In reality, they don't even have to give him no year because he didn't do anything. But I think they want to crush this man. It's like somebody higher up wanted to crush this man because you don't go have a trial for a misdemeanor. You don't have a trial for that. He had trial and everything. And they didn't, and he wasn't guilty of what, but he was unintentionally guilty. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's why you shouldn't be dating white women. I don't even think, I don't want to think, I'm thinking this is more of the justice system. And they could be mad because he was dating a white woman or whatever. Because any kind of woman, any woman could have brought you down in any situation. I mean, black women have their things that they do. White women have their things that they do. So I'm not going to even say because she's white. I'm not going to even go that far. What I will say is maybe the justice system was punishing him for dating a white woman, but she doesn't have that much power. Like, she the one was arrested. Yeah, of course, he got arrested later or whatever. But when the police came, they arrested her. But they wouldn't allow the do that, like use that against her in court because they was looking at her as the victim. They made it like they called her a survivor. Every time they try to take somebody down, it's like surviving this and surviving whoever, like Michael Jackson or Kelly. They try to put that on him like, oh, she survived him. It's a video of him running from her. Does that make it? How do you run from somebody that you're terrorizing? And then they got records of him because he didn't want no drama with her. He got a hotel room and went and stayed in the hotel by himself. And she probably thought he was with somebody. So I'm going to destroy you. Not only did he run from her, he go stay in a hotel by himself because he didn't want to be in the situation. And he still ended up in the situation. How is that possible? Now, Marvel Studios then dropped the contracts that they had with him and everything. I think this was bigger than just some old misdemeanor case or whatever. This was bigger. Somebody wanted to stop him from doing what he was doing or whatever. Because a misdemeanor, you have a trial. Yeah, they tried to charge him with some other stuff. They threw that stuff out. No, we can't have that. But how a misdemeanor, you go through a big trial. Not even a civil case. A big trial. And then at the end of the trial, he's guilty. I ain't saying he didn't cuss her out. I ain't saying, he probably cussed her out and everything. What when couples get into arguments, that happens. But how do you charge a man for that? And when she was swinging or whatever, or wilding out and on the ground, and he picked her up and put her in the car, he probably cussed her out again. Like, bitch, you better chill out. How do you charge a person for that? For checking your woman for wilding out. So listen. So I'm just up here. I'm just up here. I'm just going in because I'm just so shocked about this situation. Y'all tell me. Leave in your comments. In the comments, tell me. Is it just me tripping? Like, oh, I don't see what he did wrong. If they got video of him running from her, they got records of him saying he went to another a hotel because he didn't want to be in the room with her. They got records of her getting arrested because she was wilding out and drunk that night. How is he harassing her? No. Now, he probably did call her, cuss her out. I mean, how do you harass your girlfriend when you checking her for acting up? I don't understand that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I don't understand what's going on. And then the jurors acquit him of intentional assault in third degree and second degree aggravated assault. They said it wasn't intentional, but they still had to charge him with reckless assault in the third degree. Like reckless, like you assaulted her on an accident. You was being reckless. Listen, I don't understand the law, but I don't even understand how she wasn't charged with nothing. And he probably didn't want to charge her, because a man charged her. They're gonna try like, oh, he's trying to take her down. She's the victim. Listen, if I was him, I would sue. I don't know. Maybe she got money. Maybe he still love her or whatever. I don't know. It's time to take the mittens off, the kitty gloves off, and just straight up go down swinging. Listen, y'all leave your comments. Let me know what's going on. What y'all think about this situation? I don't know if everybody that followed it or not followed it, whatever. But I didn't see how he was guilty of anything. Yeah, I mean, even if he cussed her out, called her all kinds of bitches or whatever. When your girlfriend is tripping, y'all will get into an argument. I'm looking for where did he beat her? What did he put his hands on? They charged him with harassment. How do you harass your girlfriend when you're in an argument? I'm thinking assault, like he beat her up or something like that. They charge him with not intentional. They acquitted him of intentional assault. So yeah, he didn't intentionally hit her, but when he was trying to grab her hands or whatever, he did put his hands on her. Like, I'm out. Listen, I can't even talk about this no more. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Give me y'all opinions on this. Do y'all think this man got mistreated? Do y'all think he should have another court date? Something. I eat knowledge for breakfast. I am out.